Hey folks, Sandamtod here. Hope everybody's doing well, having a nice lead up to the Christmas holiday, and hopefully you got all your running around and madness done, and maybe you only gotta make a dinner or wrap some gifts or something. I always wait till last second to wrap all the gifts, and I make it hard on myself. I should just wrap a couple a night and be done, but instead I wrap like 12 or 14 things in one night, and I'm just like, every year I'm like, I shouldn't do it like this, and then I do. So it's just one of those things. But as I was getting on my way here, heading toward work, I was thinking about this time of year. You know, you really kind of, especially around Thanksgiving and then Christmas, you really look at your life a little bit, and you kind of get so bogged down with things sometimes that you forget maybe how fortunate you are in certain ways. I do it because I try to be thankful for what I have, and when I think about it, I'm pretty blessed to have a decent job, even though the work is up and down sometimes. Lately, it's been really busy. Since it got slow, now it's busy again. It's like feast or famine. But because of that job, I'm able to afford a decent-sized place. I live in the Midwest. I mean, it's not that expensive cost of living wise compared to other parts of the United States or maybe even the world. You know, I am able to get by on a relatively low income. I mean, to say middle income is not even close. I'd have to triple my income to hit what they call middle income here in the States. You know, I mean, they're just passing some tax reform bill for the middle class, and it's for people that make like 75 grand or more a year. I mean, I'm lucky if I get 25 grand a year after taxes, you know. But in the Midwest, it's easier. The cost of living's not quite as bad, but still sometimes I forget how even at that, how blessed I am, you know, to be able to afford the things I do and be able to do the things I want to do, and I don't feel deprived or that I'm having to rob Peter to pay Paul, as my grandma would say. I'm not living check to check at the moment. I have lived check to check before. That's not fun. It's just, I don't know, because what it is around the holidays, you see those bell ringers, and you see those things on the news where they're talking about feeding the less fortunate, or bringing food to families for Christmas that don't have the means to make a Christmas dinner, or might not even eat every night, you know, because they don't have the money. And it's just like, I don't live like that, and it's a little bit with me of out of sight, out of mind. I just don't think about it, and therefore it doesn't affect me. It's kind of the reason why for a while I quit watching the news, except for the weather and stuff, because, well, not even in stuff, pretty much just the weather, because, you know, I got sick of seeing all the negativity, and this person died overnight, and this tragedy happened, and that tragedy happened, and another fire broke out, and another tornado swept through a town and devastated it, another hurricane destroyed a whole country, you know, and you know, I mean, it's just crazy. And natural disasters are beyond that, but I'm just talking about your fellow man, like, you know, robbing and killing each other for a few bucks to try to get by, or because they have some petty problems that they can't work out. I mean, I've always been I'm anti-violence. I mean, if I had to defend myself, I would, but at the same time, it's just, I look for a better way. You know, it's just the way I am. I would rather talk to somebody. You know, I had a friend that loved, especially when he was drinking, would jump to fight. You know, he's like, "You want to fight about it?" And he was dead serious. He wanted to throw down, and I'd be like, "Dude, no, you know me. Let's talk about this for a minute." You know, I know you're drunk. I'm drunk too, usually at that point. I'm like, "Nah, man, I don't want to fight you. I'm just saying this, you know, and it's all good. And I'm not trying to get under your skin or anything." And he'd be like, "Oh, man, you know me. I'm just dumb." You know, that's what he'd call himself dumb and stuff, you know. And it's just like, no, you're not dumb. You just, you know, I mean, that's just the way he learned to resolve things. And this kind of off tangent because it wasn't where I was going. Anyway, where I was going is there's just a lot of people out there that could use help. And I know here, at least on the radio station at Christmas time on the rock station, it's called The Rock, they do this thing called Hope for the Holidays, where people write in letters that need help, you know, and some of them just need a little bit of help, and some of them are really, really struggling. And all it is it has nothing, the radio station's not giving anything away. What they do is they read the letters, and they have people call in and donate money. And the only thing that the radio station does is facilitate that money getting to the bills that need to get paid or to the people that need it. They have a bank account set up at U.S. Bank here in the Kansas City Metro, where you go to any branch and you just say Hope for the Holidays, and you give them money and they'll put it in the account. You don't even have to call the radio station and get on the air and be like, "I'm going to give $200 or whatever." You can just go there and donate money anonymously. Just say Hope for the Holidays, and the U.S. Bank people know what you're talking about. And I listen to these stories in the morning, and some of them are so sad, and some of them are just like, my car broke down and my husband broke his leg and we're a month behind on the rent, and our electric bill's about $300 and they're wanting to shut it off, and I just need a little help. And a lot of times those are real quick and easy and people are thankful and stuff, but the real tearjerker, heartstring pullers, you know, where a person's like, my husband died in a car accident, and then we found out my son had kidney cancer, and he's 15 years old, and he kind of took on the role of dad in the family to the younger kids, and you know, luckily we were able to get it, you know, go to these medical places. We had to even go to another state and fly there and have surgery done and all this, but you know, luckily through chemo he's now in remission, and he's cancer free right now. You know, but we don't have any money for Christmas. We're behind on our rent and bills. My car's about to get repossessed, you know, and it's just like people just call, you know, and say, "I've got $100 to this family. I've got $50 to this family." And every year I listen to it, and every year I get choked up and emotional, and every year I don't do jack shit. I feel like I'm struggling and my family is struggling, and I'd rather help people in my family if they need it, you know. And I don't know if that's selfish or not. I'm always worried that I am going to end up paycheck to paycheck, or be one of those people if I even gave. I mean, yeah, I could just give $20, but I don't know. It irks me every year because I kick myself in the ass, and I should just go do it. I mean, every year around this time you see those bell ringers and stuff, and I believe that the Salvation Army is a good organization. I don't believe that they're, you know, you see those breakdowns of charities and how much actually goes to the people and stuff, and I know the Hope for the Holidays, it's 100% goes toward helping people, and none of it goes into anybody's pocket. But I believe the Salvation Army is a good organization that tries to get as much to the people as they can. So I put money in those pots and thank the bell ringers when I walk by. I always see people just walk by and act like they're almost like the bell ringers got the plague or something. Bring out your dead. I don't know. But, it's just like, I was like, you're doing great here. You're doing good work. Thanks. And I'll put $1 in or something. And I know that's not much, but it's more than I normally would do year round. It's also like at the grocery store, they have this organization called Harvesters here, and they provide meals for the homeless and stuff. And you can donate any time of year. They have these little things. You can just tear them off at the register and hand them to the people behind the counter, and they'll just scan it, and it's a tax-free donation of $1 or $5 or $20 or 10, I think. And I always donate like $1 around this time of year, but the rest of the year I'm just like, it's like that. I gotta have that Christmas vibe, or that to feel more generous or something. And I don't know, I believe in karma and stuff, but I've just always been so worried that I'm going to end up on the street, or that I'm going to be out, or that I'm going to have some medical scare, and that I'm not going to have any money. And in the meantime, I'm blowing money on buying toys, and it's just like, I wonder where my priorities are sometimes. And I'm not saying that there's anything wrong with that. Everybody, I look at my collecting as catharsis. I mean, otherwise I think I'd go insane, if I didn't do it. But it's just, I wonder if there's something more, in the grand scheme of things that I could be doing with that money than just buying this stuff and watching it collect dust on the shelves because I like it. And I don't know. I don't really know where this was going. I guess where it's going is, this is kind of a question. Do you think about it? Are you thankful for what you do have, even if you sometimes feel like it's woefully not enough, or that you're struggling? I mean, are you still thankful? I've always had this thing that stuck with me. It's one of those church billboards, they'll put the little, put the Christ back in Christmas and stuff. But this one just was real understated, and it was around Thanksgiving. It wasn't this year, it was years back. But I read it, and it just said, remember to count your blessings, not your problems. And for some reason, that stuck with me since then, and I really do count my blessings, and I'm glad that most of my family is healthy, and that none of them are really down and out or in pain. Well, a couple of my relatives have pretty severe arthritis that are getting older, and it's really bothering them. My uncle that I work with, he's got arthritis in his back and 2 fused vertebrae and stuff, just from different things, and he struggles, now. He goes weekly to a chiropractor, and stuff, and it's just, I mean, I don't have problems like that. If anything, I was fat, and because of that, I was having problems, and I'm still struggling with that. I'm losing weight, but I can't depend on anybody else to do that for me. I gotta do it for myself, and I don't do well with others. I don't work well with others. I think I was taking 3 dogs out. 3-dog night. Anyway, I was just curious if you do count your blessings and really enjoy this time of year, but also think about, or how charitable are you? Do you donate? There's probably people that do way more. I just feel like I could be doing more, but at the same time, I'm scared to do more because I'm afraid that I'm going to end up cutting myself short. And I was like, I knew it. I knew I shouldn't have done this or that, because now I'm screwed. And I'd be the one asking for help. And it's just like, I don't know. Some people would rather give their last dollar to somebody else, and have I don't know, a good feeling in their heart. I don't know if that's the best explanation, but here we are. We've taken this drive many times in the morning and talked about different things. I was just curious leading up to Christmas. I think I'm going to try to get one more video together. Maybe some wasted Christmas money of youth video where I have like some things that I've bought over the years with Christmas money and stuff that pretty much just sit in a closet now, you know, money that I could have donated to somebody that needed it. But it's just, I don't know. I think about these things, especially around this time of the year, when I hear these people that are really struggling on the radio, and I'm just like, you're not really struggling, dude. What's your holdup in helping them out? And then I think, well, fuck, you know, one medical scare or one problem, and you're in the whole 50 grand, you know. It's just, it's a crapshoot. And I just try to count my blessings. So I hope you all count your blessings. You really enjoy this time of year. And, you know, if you think to drop $1 in the bucket, you know, that's cool. And if you donate more or feel like that's your calling, do that as well. I don't know. Every year I almost think I'd rather just donate the money to people I don't know, instead of buying bullshit for my family that I do know that doesn't really know what they want because they've got so much bullshit. Same thing with me. I'd almost rather they donate the money or something, but I never say that because I know they won't. So anyway, thanks guys, and we'll see you next video. I'll try to get one up probably tomorrow. We'll see. Maybe that wasted Christmas youth and my earliest, couple of my earliest Christmas gifts that I still own from when I was like 8 or 9 years old. So anyway, talk to you later. Bye.